Hello, my name is Greg Fullerton, and this is a video for the executives of Lamb Weston to assimilate to the cultural differences in South Korea a bit easier. One of the most important aspects to be aware of is the background of South Korea. South Korea has a deep rooting of Confucian values. This means they tremendously value group harmony and personal relationships. This could require many trips to South Korea to actually be able to get down to the business aspect of the deal. Confucian values also place great value in being honorable, trustworthy, and being respectful. They also place great value in a word called kabun, which has no direct translation in the English language. The closest English translations are pride, face, or state of mind. This results in their beliefs of telling small white lies in order to keep kabun. Communication is also a very important aspect of South Korean culture. Meeting and greeting follows a strict protocol. You should always wait for the most senior individual to shake your hand. The lower ranking of the two should include a bow. This helps to provide a blending of Korean and Western cultures. Women should seek out a handshake with Korean men because a hand will not be forthcoming. Also, make sure to bring plenty of business cards as they will be exchanged frequently. And business cards should be translated one side into English and the other side into Korean. And they should be presented with both hands to the recipient. And for the dress, businessmen should wear dark colored suits with a white undershirt, and it should be very conservative, and flies should not be too flashy like the one that I have on now. Women should wear dark colored clothes with not much revealing, and their colors should be subdued. Also, make sure to remember to bring plenty of small gifts to exchange with key contacts, as gift giving is a big part of the Korean culture. Always make sure to wrap the gifts as well. Conversation and negotiations can be quite difficult at times. Koreans have a hard time saying no, as they consider it to be poor etiquette. So yes can mean many different things. This may result in you needing to rephrase questions in order to get a direct response. The best strategy is to train yourself to associate yes with being a neutral answer. Negotiations can get very frustrating. Just make sure to remain polite and calm through the entire process. With communication, less is more. Try to stay direct and concise. Avoid hardballing and pressure tactics because saving kabun is priority throughout the entire process. Although Koreans' beginning numbers may be very high or very low, they are usually willing to compromise in order to find a mutually beneficial agreement. Negotiations can be very slow and show lots of emotion. If they begin to get too heated, it's best to request a recess and come back to it again when tempers cool down. There are also several implications that managers should keep in mind in regards to management styles. Business structures are hierarchical and paternalistic, which means decisions are made at the very top and can be administered down to the bottom for employees to complete. Make sure to never blame or humiliate employees in any group or public setting. The Koreans also believe in a balanced group work, whilst the manager still has the final say on all the verdicts. Also, social classes are given much consideration. You'll never see a person from a lower class managing somebody from a higher class. Koreans also believe in fluid time culture, which means they will not risk ruining relationships in order to adhere to a deadline. So don't try to force it upon them. In recent years, South Korea's economy has shifted from a government-directed to a free market economy. The government has 3 branches with checks and balances over each other, much like the U.S. These include judicial, legislative, and the presidential branch. The court system includes a Supreme Court, appellate courts, and a main constitutional court. South Korea has a fairly high degree of political stability. They are currently undergoing industrialization, which means employees will be achievement-oriented, and they will favor material gains and compensations. Managers should try to keep this in mind that monetary rewards are the biggest motivator in South Korea. These are all the main differences in South Korea. I wish you all the best of luck and safe travels. Goodbye.